Imagine for a moment that there's a gesture so simple and essential that it can make a woman's heart melt in just a few seconds. And you know what's most incredible? You don't need to be the most attractive man on the planet. You don't need a huge bank account. You don't need witty lines or low-level seduction techniques. We're talking about something much deeper, much more genuine, and surprisingly, something that most men almost never use. Today I'm going to show you exactly what that gesture is, why it's so powerful from both an emotional and scientific perspective, how to identify when a woman is responding to it, and most importantly, how to put it into practice naturally so that it never seems rehearsed or artificial. But before we dive into the topic, if you're enjoying the video so far, remember to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any of this content designed to help you improve your relationships. And now let's begin. Before we move on, I'd like you to answer something in the comments. What city and country are you watching this video from? And do you think a single gesture can truly ignite such an intense spark in a woman? I'd love to hear your answers. Your comments are very important for the continued growth of this community. Now, let's talk about the most common mistake men make. Most believe that to connect with a woman, they need to impress her with impressive words, personal achievements, clever jokes, or visible displays of status. However, reality works completely differently. A woman's body responds long before her mind does. We're talking milliseconds. Over thousands of years of evolution, the female nervous system has developed to instantly detect intentions, emotions, and energy. That's why, when a woman meets someone, she usually experiences a very clear feeling during the first few seconds. She might think, "I feel safe. This person exudes confidence. There's something different here." Or even the complete opposite. Perhaps she can't explain it rationally, but she can certainly feel it. And no, there's nothing magical about it. It's pure biology. This is precisely where the gesture I want to talk about today comes in. When a woman perceives authenticity, confidence, and genuine intention in a man, an emotional mechanism is activated within her that she can't consciously control. Her natural defenses begin to lower. What happens is what I call emotional openness. And here comes the most powerful part of all. Her body ends up revealing it. She can never completely hide it. So what exactly is this gesture capable of melting her heart? The truth is, it's not a single action. It's a perfectly balanced combination of three fundamental elements that, when used correctly, generate an enormous impact. The first element is the slow and intentional approach. This doesn't mean walking as if in slow motion. It means approaching with clarity and purpose, but without rushing. They allow her nervous system to adapt to his presence and become familiar with his energy. And what does this convey on a subconscious level? Emotional control. A man who doesn't feel the need to rush into a moment charged with romantic tension is a man who knows how to control himself. His intention is clear, but not impulsive. Furthermore, he demonstrates respect for the woman's emotional space. The second element consists of firm yet gentle eye contact. This is probably the most delicate aspect because it requires finding a very precise balance. It's not the intense gaze of someone who is stalking, nor is it an insecure or evasive look. It's a look that communicates, "I'm here with you in this moment, and I don't expect anything from you." The difference between a look that melts emotions and one that makes her uncomfortable lies entirely in the intention. If she senses that he's seeking approval, admiration, or a specific reaction, she'll notice immediately and put up barriers. But when the intention is simply to share the moment and be authentically present, the response is usually quite different. The third element, and probably the most powerful, is confident silence. This is where most men go wrong. The moment a second of silence appears during a conversation, they feel uncomfortable and start talking non-stop to fill the void. However, a well-handled silence has extraordinary magnetism. It's not an awkward silence. It's not an empty silence. It's a silence filled with presence, connection, and personal trust. It's like communicating without words. I don't need to fill every space with